Field, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. Can't connect from in close. To Paul George. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Westbrook. The crossover. Gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
George. Nice pass to set things up. It's a big finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Paul George. The pass set it all up.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
It's LA Clippers ball. George here against P.J. Tucker. His first effort off the mark. Westbrook with it. Trailing by 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Harden in possession. 10-6 our score. Beyond the arc for 3. And he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George. Smothering D. To Westbrook. No good. Kawhi Leonard against the former MVP. Can't connect. It's no good. The follow won't go either. To Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Here comes the screen. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Leonard. Eric Gordon rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Westbrook to Harden. And finishes strong.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Beverly, and his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Russell Westbrook against George. To Harden. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Leonard. Rockets have it. To Harden. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Leonard. Not that time. He misses. Harden into the front court. Up by 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Harden hits the free throw. It's a three-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
George against Clint Capella. Strong finish for Paul George.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Beverley. From long range, never dare Patrick Beverley. Hits a wide-open 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Knocked loose. Beverley. Patrick Beverley. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Number 13, James Harden.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Paul George. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Paul George has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip. Austin Rivers to P.J. Tucker. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Leonard. To Beverley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Gerald Green. Tucker. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It stays with Houston. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Houston Rockets, number 13, James Harden. And number 10, Eric Gordon.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Harden missed it for Reed. Here's a chance from long range. Working hard on the glass. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Rises for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Not that time. Leonard to George. Paul George. He's 3 for 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. No good. That's great defense. To Harden. And stuffs it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Kawhi Leonard takes on Eric Gordon. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
They get it down to Tucker. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Williams. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
George still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Leonard to Williams. He's looking for that touch, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles
It's Rockets ball. Westbrook knocked loose. Clippers have it. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Harden in possession. Down a point. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook. Tough matchup against George. To Fareed. Not that time.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And finishes strong.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. That'll do it for the first half. The Rockets with the lead. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and three is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Clint Capella tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden to Capella. Patrick Beverley.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Big slam. Takes it right at the defender.
Hey, look, lesson learned. If there's a lot of contact on that and the ref didn't call, maybe the defense should get a little bit more physical next time down the court.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Even to Zubac. Pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Short jumper misses. George matched up with P.J. Tucker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Harden to Westbrook. And the nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Leonard.
Russell Westbrook. That's his second personal.
Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. Hits all 3 free throws. Harden to Westbrook. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. George, great defense, forcing the miss. To Harden. For 3, and the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. And the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Leonard, not easy.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Westbrook gets it in the left corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Westbrook to Capella. Clint Capella. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
New blood coming in for both sides. George. Man, that was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To Capella. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. Westbrook looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Has a chance. Williams' shot won't go. Westbrook across the timeline. Trailing by 15. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
3 quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. The third quarter was a disaster. Remember, they led at halftime, and now they find themselves down big.
And when things get bad, they get bad in a hurry. But you have to remember, this is a game of runs. They had theirs, now it's time for yours.
Gets it in the right corner. Harden. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
And look out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Clippers have the basketball. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Russell Westbrook snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Leonard is good.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Russell Westbrook. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. The monster stuff. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. It's LA Clippers ball. PG lets it fly. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Beverly, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Whoa, what a finish.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Leonard, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 1, Iman Shumpert.
Westbrook into the front court. Trailing by 14 to Fareed. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. To Williams. Lou Williams. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Can't connect from inside. To Harden. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Paul George. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To George. Leonard. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harden, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. James Harden swats in.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Harden in possession. His guys trail by 10. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on